One of the interesting things about the Harriman Jewell series and this development of discovery in education is that when we have dealt with artists, which we've been dealing with artists for over 52 years, this concept of a discovery concert is actually quite foreign to them. And I've had artists say to me, I have to do more of this work in the world. We're not only shaping the Kansas City community by exposing them to these artists, but I believe that we're also shaping the artistic world.
It was time for Q&A, and so I said, okay, kids, do you have any questions? And this little girl raises her hand, like, really fast. And then she's like, what's your secret? And then he said, practice, 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 with such humility that I think my students were even more impressed that such a great musician said those words right after an incredible performance. Having them have access to these kinds of opportunities, I think it's truly transformational.
The genesis then of the Discovery Concerts was to come up with a concept where we could totally remove the barrier of price, free performances. So we'd have new artists for new audiences to bring people into the concert hall that had never had that experience before.
The arts matter to students because it's real life. It's things that they see, it's things that they hear, it's things that they can be. They can be photographers, they can be musicians, choreographers, they can be writers. There's just so much out there for them that if we don't expose them to that, we're doing them a disservice.
So over the last 12 years, we've reached over 100,000 people with Discovery in Education, over 37 Discovery Concerts, nearly 200 education events with a whole variety of things, including interactive question and answers, workshops. We've had master classes in schools and in community centers, theater workshops, choir clinics, dance workshops. There's just so many things that these artists are doing to inspire our community.
I think that these programs are transformational, not only for the children involved, but for the community as a whole. And I think it gives the message to the community that we are all coming together, all backgrounds, all races, all languages, towards something greater than ourselves.
Regardless of who you are and where you come from and what culture you are a part of, you're going to see yourself represented on the stage of a Harriman Jewell Series concert.
When we have these education events, when we have these discovery concerts, it's about giving every child, every person possible the opportunity to be touched in the same way that you were the first time you heard a piece of music that moved you. And that is something that is worth giving for. That's something that's worth fighting for.